eyelids open.
Leg day, let's go. I have to tell you guys something about the 50K account, but gotta work out first. Alright,
it's like, whether you believe in God or not, I do.
let's go. I get to do this.
He put this
Leg
lab
day.
at, which
Warm up.
on this planet. It said, let me fucking see what a beat up, abused kid who can barely learn, who has a twisted body, messed up genetics, sickle cell, this and that. Let me give him everything that pretty much disqualifies you from the military. But back then, it wasn't extras. And let's put him in this and see what comes out of it. So to do that, friction. You don't wake up in the morning time and go to the coffee maker. Matter of fact, sometimes I don't even sleep. What it requires is when I'm at 2 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and my brain is thinking about a fucking drug. And I gotta get up and look in my book to see if that drug is how I remember it. And this is every day of my fucking life. That's when I train a fighter or I train someone. I'm like, you have no fucking idea how great you really are. Because you are using such minimal of what you have. And if people can learn to focus, this is what's possible. While it may not be pretty, like people want to do a documentary on. I go, no. I want to do a documentary on. Because I will have normal, everyday people picking me apart. Oh, his life is miserable. Who wants to live like that? It's crazy how it's almost like he's sick, he's psychotic. The most frustrating thing in the world for me is when normal people judge a man like myself on what it really takes to extract greatness from nothing. It takes every bit of who you are if you choose that route. If you don't, Merry Christmas, do what you got to do. But yeah, all these things for me, like I told you, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not coming here to talk about perform without purpose. Because I go through, when I write these books, I go through and try to dumb down David Goggins. How can I give normal people, and I'm normal, but I found something that most don't want to find. How can I speak to people and give them something from this crazy psychotic brain that I've developed? How can I give them that? So I sit down with Jennifer for years and write down perform without purpose, callous your mind, armor your mind, the cookie jar, the accountability, shit that people can fucking use in their lives. No. I'm glad it helps you. But the barbaric life that I live, that you have to live, the almost obsession that you must have to be great, you can't put that shit in a fucking book, bro. You can't put it in a book. You can't write about it.
It has to be experienced.
It has to be experienced. And you can't even, after you experience it, to write it in a book, it would seem like he needs to be locked up.
Too gory.
It's too gory. It doesn't make sense for a guy that every second of the day, he is trying to extract more from something. He's constantly thinking, constantly disciplined, never going off the path. Whatever is injured on him, he figures a way. It's a conqueror's mindset. And very few people, if any, can really understand what that is. Like, I'm almost 50, and I've been this way for almost 30 years. Like, what do you do for fun? You never, these questions, I don't get them. I don't understand them. So yeah.
I get asked that sometimes. What do you for fun? I start listening off all this stuff like podcasting, reading,
right.
Working out.
Right.
But, so some of that resonates, but I think what's so true.
I had a laundry list, a table like this, of
Seven
what
lines,
I have to
go.
do to
Jump
become
up
just
first.
a human being that can make ends meet, that can make $1,000 a month just to get there. It was like, oh my God, dude, like how I'm 16, 17, I can't read, I can't write, and oh my God, I'm so behind the power curve, and my brain is about being depressed, and my dad beat my mom's not home, and kids are calling me nigger at school, and I'm like, oh my God, man, what the fuck do I do? And it wasn't like someone came around and said, hey man, you can do this. This is all me. Some people know, where's this cold man come from? I'm not trying to be cold. It's the reality of my life. It's the reality of a lot of people. And so, yeah, that had to happen for me to be haunted, to pull out, to extract the goddamn day. That haunting is something that's still there today. Because no matter how much you improve, no matter how much you change who you are, it's not permanent. You don't just wake up and say, oh my God, man, you're David Goggins, you break records, you do this, you do that. People know, how are you able to just be so hard that never turn the fucking thing off? Because once it turns off, I go right back to the David Goggins that is. And that's the guy that I'm constantly fighting every day. And it's a choice. And that choice makes you misunderstood. It makes you crazy. That's why I hate fucking social media. In 2013, people wanted me to write my book. I did it in 2018. It took 5 years. And the reason why I didn't do it, I set a table and Jennifer was there. This before she started working for me, I started dating or whatever. And all these people were there. And they're like, man, you gotta get on social media. And I was like, fuck you, man. Like, I'm not, it's poison. It's poison because I knew what I did to get where I am. And I'm gonna have these people, these normal, everyday people, fat, lazy, exactly who I was, judging me. Because I know it, because I was once them. All my hard work, all my dedication, I'm gonna have some normal dude get his little brownies, little ding-dong, ho-ho Twinkie, sit there with his coffee, picking me apart. Oh, he must be unhappy. You know how hard it is to put these shoes on every damn morning and don't have you pick me apart? So, yeah, there's so much that goes into this that I was like, fuck this. I never want anything to do with it. So, anyway.
I'm not a psychologist, but knowing your story from what you've written, what you've said on social media and elsewhere podcasts, and here now especially.
Right.
It's amazing to me, and frankly, it pulls at my heartstrings a little bit. I realize that's not what you're trying to do, but that in the course of your childhood and in your young adulthood, that no one ever got between you and the world. I forget where I heard it, that like if a kid has just one person that believes in them, you know, and I had my trials and tribulations, but I had great coaches, great mentors. I attached to them. I found them if they didn't necessarily find me.
Right.
But I'm realizing that your situation was no one's ever said, hey, I'm going to stand here next to you or get in front of you, put a shield up. And so it's almost like you've got these different, it's all you, but there's versions of yourself that like you knew. Social media, like I don't know that I have the wherewithal in 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17 to get in front of myself while doing all this because I've already got so much going on in here.
Right.
Is that about right?
That is right, but I developed a lot of anger, and I still have it. It will never go away for the normal human beings in this world. Because when you put yourself in the sewer like I was in, and please, if someone say to me, come out and announce it to the world, there's no one. There's no one. So when you know that, I'm not teaching you good side effects.
Let's go.
So I had to
So
figure out a
run
way
off.
to come on to 16 of teaching you
Legs.
what life
Squats.
really is for the majority of us is health. And so while people love to show you the cars and the house and the vacations and shit, all that's good. All that's happy. I'm going to show you the side that I know most of you are going through. And people hide very well. I don't want to hide anymore. I hid it for 24 fucking years. That's why now, like I told you, we can talk about whatever you want. Because as human beings, the first thing we have to learn, also stutter real bad growing up. So if you hear me stutter every now and then, is because that was part of my life also. So it's funny, human beings want to show you the best side, and they want to hide the worst side. For me, I'm going to teach you how to be vulnerable. Because that's the only way you fix yourself. You don't fix yourself by coming out here and me selling you some fucking books. That's why I don't have them. I forgot them. I'm glad people got something from the book. I want you to learn that the only way you grow is how to look at yourself and say, okay, like I did. Table longer than this. What the fuck I have to do to get somewhere? There was nothing good on there. Nothing. Yeah, I love playing basketball. I left that out. That's something I love to do. I don't care about that. That didn't make the fucking list. Because the list that I had to live by was the very list that was to get me at this table with you. To talk to you, to the normal human beings which I once was, about how you can get somewhere and how it looks. It looks very ugly. There's no fucking passion. There's no fucking motivation. There's no, oh my God, man, no. It's every day of your life just doing. No passion. No discipline, no motivation. All these words I hate. People I hate that so many people fucking use these words because it's watered. It's someone sitting in a room by themselves and they figure themselves out and say, God, this is gonna fucking suck. Where's passion when you're 300 pounds? Where's the motivation when you can't read and write? Where is it? So how did this happen? I just fucking did. I just did. I said, maybe at the end of this journey, there'll be something there for me. If not,
Yeah. 2040, 2040.
it's tomorrow. I'm past the fucking death.
God, for just
Think about that. Every day of my life.
wait it in.
That's what I must do just to retain what I learned. 4 hours plus a day, I go through here. There's no stick, or there's only a stick. There's never been a carrot. Which is why, when I speak to people, I have to figure out a way to resonate with them. Because all I want to say to them is, let me teach you the real life, how it really is. The reason why you're a loser, and the reason why you're not fucking making it, and the reason why you're trying to go through all these, I go to all these fucking conventions, speak all the fucking time. I look in the fucking audience, and these people sign up fucking every year to go to convention, thinking they're gonna learn something fucking different. No, you're lazy, you know exactly what to do. Because even me, in my state of, I can't read and write, I knew exactly what to do. It just sucks doing it. It sucks to do it. It sucks to wake up every morning of your life and say, God, man, I'm not smart. So guess what I gotta do? I gotta study the same shit that I got one of the highest scores in the nation on, and do it again. It's not just there. It's not just there permanently for me. So yeah, it's all stick. It's all stick. The only carrot you have is like, maybe. Because whenever I take these tests that are real hard, in the back of my brain, it's like, a good chance you're not gonna make it, Dawkins. This ain't you, bro. This ain't you. You weren't born for this. This ain't you. The real you, bro. Study all you want to, but the second that fucking computer comes on with 150 questions, this ain't you, man. And somehow, it comes back, I passed. Passed again. But that real me back here every fucking time is saying, that ain't you, bro. That ain't you. And I have to outwork that voice. When I'm taking that test and I get to a question, I don't fucking know the answer, I'm like, fuck, man. And then, I told you, man, that ain't you. You're 300 pounds, man. You stayed at home, you figure out how to do your hair. That's what you do. How to come to school with the reverse baldness when you're 16. That's you. So there is no get out of jail free card. This is why I say stay hard. Because when you weren't given the gifts, the only thing you can do in life is stay hard. And I know people cannot stand me. They can't stand this talk. This is all you can do. There's no magic pill or a magic potion. All you can do is outwork the man that God created or woman in you. And what that looks like is unfun. That's why I said do not do a documentary on it.
Gotta cleanse the palate.
Because people will not see the truth. They will see what they want to see. I don't want to live like that. Good. Good. And you will live exactly the way you live now, questioning who you are, wondering what is possible, wondering what you are capable of doing. That's how that looks. Or you can be me, which, am I happy? I don't know. Never really thought about it. Don't really care about it. Because all I really cared about was when I looked in that fucking mirror, I saw a piece of shit. Happiness wasn't on the mirror.
Yeah,
That's the
all
team.
over again. Everything.
Oh, I was doing it.
One more set.
Give me the sauna protocol. It's going to make my anterior mid-cingulate cortex. There's someone out there right now who's going, wait, if I took transcranial magnetic stimulation and I stimulate, yeah, you probably, actually they've done that. They stuck a little wire during neurosurgery into this structure. This was actually discovered by a colleague of mine, Joe Parvizi. Stimulate, and the patients go, I feel like there's a storm coming. And they go, oh, is it scary? And they go, no, I want to go through it. They come off the stimulation and people are like, this is the seat of what we're talking about.
Right, exactly.
And it learns. So the fact that you've kept this brain structure, I'm convinced if we image your brain, it'd be large and it would be larger in 2 years, a year. But this is the no days off rationale, because it can grow and it can shrink.
I know. What you're saying right now, I didn't know any of this. And I always talk to people, I wish I could just put this on paper, and you're saying it in a way that people can understand. I can never put into words on what I've built and the power that is within all of us. But you put it so, like, in a scientific way. Most people, like, for me, he's just crazy. That's why I'm not talking about it, man. I know I'm not crazy. I know what I had to do to get where I had to go. People look at it as crazy because they're people that just, if you can't imagine yourself doing something, the person that's doing it is crazy. Because in your mind, the logic behind it, it doesn't compute. Therefore, you have to give somebody a title. And the title for me is usually, he's crazy, he's this, he's that. No. For some reason, he wanted to be somebody so fucking bad in my life. I created that. And I've been trying to figure out years of my life, trying to explain to people. But even though you're explaining it now, this is the easy fucking part. Them listening to shit is the easy fucking part. The part that why there'll always be the ones of ones is because putting that practice, putting that into actual work, no, man. No. That's where the demons come in. That's where you're like, I don't want to be better. I don't want to be better. If this is what it takes to be better, I don't want to be better. So that's why there's a lot of average. And it makes me so fucking mad. Every day I walk this earth and I see average all over the fucking place. And they want to ask me, how did you do it? I can't tell you how, because you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. You're going to continue being out, because every day you wake up, like you said, it's like, get the coffee, make the pancakes, kiss the girl, kiss the kids. You wake up, right to work. Immediately your mind is in action. No one wants to do that. No one. I don't blame them. But don't be mad. You're laying there in your fucking bed, you're in the fucking hospital, and you're 70, 80, 90 years old, you're thinking, man, I feel like I didn't fucking do something. Because you did. You didn't do it. You didn't do shit. You may live a great life, man, but you always get feel empty inside. I don't feel empty. Call it what you want. There's not one empty bone in my fucking body. Because I have figured out that really the magic potion, at least in my life. And it's very rewarding.
I'd like to take a quick break and thank our sponsor, Inside Tracker. Inside Tracker is a personalized nutrition platform that analyzes data from your blood and DNA to help you better understand your body and help you reach your health goals. I've long been a believer in getting regular blood work done, for the simple reason that many of the factors that impact your immediate and long-term health can only be analyzed from a quality blood test. A major problem with a lot of blood tests out there, however, is that you get information back about metabolic factors, lipids, and hormones, and so forth, but you don't know what to do with that information. With Inside Tracker, they make it very easy because they have a personalized platform.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we're back to the Chama hairstyle. Why? I'll show you why. I gotta flip the camera. I'll show you why. So, shout out Julio, the OG. I was watching Tim Grover, and then I started switching to some boxing, and I just kept on watching it. I think I had already watched this one, but I'm rewatching it again. Let me just lower it and replay. There's gonna be background noise for a while. So the reason why I have fucking egghead again, obviously I blew my account, but which one is it? It's obviously not this one, right? It's not the $100 challenge, which is still at $70. Let's look at the last few trades as well, by the way we've been coming out. But look at this. We go to my emails. You can see. Shout out Tate. On the 5th. Today is the 8th, by the way. On the 5th of this week, I failed my challenge. On the first one of the year, man. The 50K. And why did I do it? Where's my oh, it's right here. My dashboard. Let me bring it up over here. I made a mistake in the you know how the account was really low and I needed to trade with really small lot sizes and I needed to pop a 0.15, but I mistakenly popped a 15 lot and it instantly went into drawdown instead of going into profit, even though the trade went into profit later on, which was the GJ shorts, the first trade on GJ shorts on the 5th, right? It was this trade right here. You can see it. Challenge accounts. The last one that I really look at this right here. Result failed. Challenge. And we hop into the details. Man, I knew I was gonna bring this account back, man. It's gonna take a while, but it was gonna take a while, but we're gonna bring that account back. Look, even the win rate was better. It was good. Like, all you need is a 50% win rate to be profitable. But where does it say? Oh, look, exceeded maximum drawdown. Why? But look, where's the trades? Oh, here they are. You see, I was popping 0.020, 0.020, 0.36, and then look, the last damn trade, 15 lots, $700. When literally I could only risk like $200, I think. The balance was like so 42,980 minus 700. I literally had like $100 or like 200, yeah, like 100 and something bucks that I was able to risk, and I lost way too much, right, because of the mistake popping 15 lots instead of 0.15. And look at the trade over here. I won it. The shorts beautifully, but I think this was the second position. This is the first. I think it was this one right here. Because then I got into more trades. So I've only taken these trades all week or all month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last trade was really great. Was this one, the GBP/JPY longs for 100 and something pips. So I took the trade there. Now what I'm going over is we're going over weekly markup of this week, right? So I had done USD CAD and USD JPY at work, but I rewrote them right here. So we'll just go over them right here right now. GJ, USD CAD, the weekly markup. You can pause it and read it. Pause it and read it if you want. You don't have to do anything. But this is the markup for UJ. Let's go into UJ. Let's use CAD. That's USD. Here we go. So on the monthly top-down analysis, you can see price. I mentioned we're bearish, obviously, but why are we bearish? Price tested the supply, tested the strong supply. And the first time it gave us 3,000 pips. The second time it gave us 7,000 pips, almost 8,000 pips. You can see price just tested it again. We have now tested it since 1990, which is crazy. This drop could be huge, right? Obviously the first test is this right here, which I believe is 180. No, it's not 180. That's on GJ. This is very similar to GJ, by the way. We're gonna go over that right now as well, but this is 140,500. But you can see price tested that zone that I was talking about earlier, 160. And what do we have? A bearish engulfing candle, engulfing the previous two monthly candles. When we came back, tested this, 140,500. And what did price do? Failed to continue break highs. Right here, price should have continued bullish, but it didn't. If it tested this right here, right below 160, and it started melting right below. And look, we got an instant bearish engulfing candle right below, and we're now broken below as well. This weekly, let's hop into the weekly. Weekly supply, demand right here, but it was weak, right? Because it didn't show any strength, and we instantly broke below it at 149. What I'm just waiting for now is possibly this. Obviously, it's Saturday, the market is closed, but this week, if this week can close below like this, even like this, we should be fine. Or if it can melt a little bit more, we should be good for price to continue back melting below, right? And if it doesn't, and if it breaks back above 149 and then closes with a weekly push engulfing candle, or maybe even a daily, then we can buy above. So right now we got a nice level to watch out for on USD/JPY. But my guess would be the shorts. Not only that, look, on the daily we have a bearish engulfing candle below 149, and we hop into the H4. You can see that price tested 147 and is failing to break lows here. And on the 1 hour, we broke structure and created a bullish engulfing candle. So I definitely do see price continuing all the way to the upside at 149, possibly to create this lower high that I'm waiting for. I even have my alert on right here. I had mentioned on it somewhere right here. And I was waiting for the lower high into 149, possibly 148,900. That's where I have the alert. Now let's go into USD CAD. I don't even know if I mentioned it in the leg day earlier that I was gonna go over the charts, but I just added into the same video. Leg day. USD CAD monthly bullish turning bearish. So you can see top down analysis again. You always want to start your analysis from the high time frames and work your way into the lower time frames. So you can see strong supply. What did price do? Instant rejection as well as a supply. Instant rejection as well as supply below 146,800. And we're also as well below the supply, strong demand, strong supply, which is 144. So that's two key zones, right? Let's hop into the weekly, a little bit more detail. Oh, I don't know if I paused this, so you can read it. And obviously we're below 146,800 and 144, and you can see on the weekly we have a strong bearish engulfing candle right here. Look at this bearish engulfing candle below both 146,800 and 144, and then we have a bearish engulfing candle below that and these candles right here. And what did price do? It did try flipping back bullish, but now it's back below 144. Weekly bearish turning bullish because of this bullish engulfing candle right here. But it'll hop into the daily. You can see it failed to keep on breaking, because if price was really bullish, it should have done this right here. Should have done this. Broke above. It did test below and it broke right here. But it should have done this right here. It didn't. What did price do? Broke back below, created a lower high, and it's now right here. Oh shoot. Wait, no, we're fine. We're on USD CAD. You can see, price was really bullish. It should have stayed above 144 and continued to clear sellers at 146,800. It obviously is now back below 144. And as long as price can stay below 144, we should definitely see sales at least into 141,500. and break below 141,500, sells into 139, or possible buys at 141,500 into 144. This is literally zone to zone trading, at least for USD CAD right now. But the main thing would be this right here, higher time frame wise. It's on the weekly, so sells into 139 higher time frame wise, possibly based on this week's close. Now let's go into GJ. Pause it and read it. Pause it and read it if you want. GJ. Just lately has been my favorite pair to trade lately, literally. Some monthly top-down analysis. Honestly, you didn't have to go that far, but you can see strong supply, strong demand, mini demand. Well, not mini, but well, compared to all of these pushes over here, it is mini. Below we have a strong supply, tested it perfectly, strong supply. You can see we're right below it as well, right over here. Not perfectly, but we zoom in and then it's perfect. As long as you're below it, 195, it sells. It's not confirmed, but it's possible. If price breaks above, it's possible buys. Obviously, we're overall bullish, but I had already put bearish. But it's obviously already bearish because of this candle over here. We're overall bullish here, but as you can see, price tested 208, and boom, we have this huge bearish candle, right? Engulfing 1, 2. Actually, this only one monthly candle, and below 195, which was the strong supply and demand zone. Now we hop into the weekly. You can see on the weekly, price tried to flip back bullish after testing this right here at 180. I was talking about 180 earlier, mistakenly on UJ. Price tried flipping back bullish here, but irrespective, this mini supply and demand zone right here. Well, it's not mini, it looks mini because it's small, but it's literally the weekly time frame, and this is literally a big push. Let's see how many pips it is. That's like 800 pips. That's a big push. That's why it's important that you do your top-down analysis. Let me delete this. That's weird, trying to freaking trade through the phone screen, trying to record. But I like kind of recording this way better over the in screen, right? Because it's like less editing and shit and ship. So price failed to break highs here. You can see, and respect to the supply and demand zone, and melted again. Came back to the upside, tested the supply and demand zone again, and respected it. And now we're back respecting this demand. So what I'd be waiting for is, let's hop into the daily now. If price, I already have it. If price can break below here, give us a nice bearish engulfing candle, maybe on the daily, maybe on the 4 hour, maybe on the weekly, something like this. Obviously on the weekly it's gonna take forever, but on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, on the daily, bearish engulfing candle below for possible sales continuation into 180. But if that does not happen, I definitely do see price buying continuing to the upside to 195. Possibly to give us maybe another entry to short, something like this, or break above and continue to the upside. Really just a waiting game right now currently, because right now the trade you should have been in on these is buys. Literally look at this strong demand. Price as price came back to test the demand, it created all of this low liquidity. Sellers getting into the market slowly, and then boom, test the demand perfectly. Bottom of the range, top of the range, and then boom, instant push to the upside. Came back, stops you out at break even, and then it does a full push. Crazy. And it's still in the and if let's say you would have gotten a perfect entry, you're still in the trade here, or if you would have re-entered, or if you would have not set your stop loss at break even and your stop loss is still here, you're still in the trade. and your target still has not been hit, which is this, and well, all of this over here added as liquidity, which the main target would be 195 as a key supply and demand zone level. This is just lower time frame price action. It's still bullish though. Breaks of structure, higher low, bearish engulfing candles, bearish engulfing candles. We're in the failing to break lows. So don't get in buys yet, but I'm waiting for price to definitely get at 195, possibly a trade here. Let me just set the alarm. Or if price can break below one, let me just set the alarm right at one, right above 188.200. Last but not least, I want to thank me. Shout out to the homie Snoop. Last but not least, you. I'm kind of tired already, but I won't say it. I'm not tired. I am strong. I am powerful. I am healthy. My future is 765 LT. I already have it. I already own it. It's just in the other driveway. Alright, so GBPUSD monthly bearish turning bullish. Well, actually, GBPUSD I haven't taken it. Well, actually, I think I did. Have I took a trade on GBPUSD? Yes, I did. That's all I've been trading, GBPUSD and GJ for this month. Let me look at GBPUSD. So again, from the monthly top down analysis, you can see on the monthly, we don't have to go that far. I have a strong demand, strong demand, strong demand, strong supply, strong demand, and we tested it as well, but it wasn't fully at 120. It was at 121, which still doesn't matter as long as we test above it. Price tested it perfectly, and we instantly had the rejection to the upside. Obviously, the first target is this right here, 134. I would say all of those are routes. Every other else is level is a key level based off the monthly supply and demand zones. As you can see, you can take a screenshot as well if you want. Up to you. You don't have to do anything. And you can see on the weekly, we're already bullish. Why? Because as soon as we tested 121, we instantly had a bullish rejection. We had a weekly bullish engulfing candle. We broke weekly structure. Another weekly bullish engulfing candle. We created a higher low, and now recently we just broke another weekly supply and demand. So this was strong demand, and this was strong supply. It gave us 600 pips to the upside, and they gave us another 600 pips to the downside, right? And price literally just broke above it, and it's looking like it's gonna close. This on the weekly, by the way. It's gonna close with the weekly bullish engulfing candle here. So maybe price can do something like this, lower time frame wise, maybe on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Come retest, fake out, because usually it doesn't retest perfectly. It comes down a little bit lower than the zone, and then it comes back down. So maybe like on the lower time frame, fake out sellers, and then continues and does the push. Something like this I'd be waiting for this week, maybe on GBPUSD. Let's hop into the daily. You can see strong daily bullish engulfing candle. On the daily we're bullish, and so are we on the H4. Strong candles, right? So maybe look, we're already slowing down. We don't have any more strong push, but maybe. I mean, I would not get in sales anywhere here. I just wait for price to get here and get in the buys. That's literally it. Just wait. Let me set another alarm here because I didn't place it. There you go. Now we're just waiting. Peace and love to anybody watching this. Back to work because I have to upload the video and edit it. I command you health, wealth for you and your entire family. Peace and love.